Hello everyone, it's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot. Thanks for joining me again for this Mystery Monday video. Today I wanted to just do some really simple cards because sometimes, you know, simple is best. I know we can kind of get carried away sometimes with too many embellishments and too many layers and too many die cuts, and quite often just using simple stamps, paper, and ink, or stamps, ink, and paper, which is called our SIP technique actually, is sometimes what's just best and what's most effective. So I wanted to incorporate this beautiful Expressions in Ink Designer Series paper. And I'm sure most of you have already seen this, but if you haven't, this is new in the new annual catalog, and you can see it's a specialty paper because it has some of this gold sort of embossed images in there. So you get 12 sheets, so 2 of each pattern, and this is just gorgeous with the gold in there. And here you have some pinks on this side, some more greens, real nice sort of watercolor look to it, and some of our papaya, and more of our papaya, kind of a watercolor look. And on the reverse, here you've got some gold foil stripes. This one, did I just show you this one? It's got some nice greens here. I'm not sure if I showed you that one. And this has some other beautiful greens to it. And then this one, and then finally this one. Oh, sorry, one more. This one. Oh, excuse me. Bless me. Okay. So these full sheets make for great layers on our cards as backgrounds. But what I wanted to sort of focus on was some of these half sheet patterns here. So as you can see, like the design really just goes through the center. And because it's 12 by 12, this also makes a good card front on top of your base. So all we are going to do is we're going to play with a couple of these because there are a few. This green one, there's this pink one, and there was also the other green one. But we're just going to cut these in strips to use on our card fronts. I'm going to show you what I mean. So these are the samples that we are going to make today. So we have this one, and that green one, and that green one, and this pink one. I hope you can see all of those in the camera. So what we did was we just used a piece of that Designer Series paper to do a layer, and then just did some stamping and maybe a couple of little embellishments. So very simple, very quick. And so let's get started, and I'll show you how we put these together. So the color palette we're going to use for the first one. Now this was this piece, and we're going to use the reverse because it has some of the pink and some of the pale papaya in here. So that will form our base. You could also put this on Magenta Madness, whatever the pink is. You could put it on white, you could put it on black. There are lots of colors you can pull from this designer paper, or you can always just use beautiful basic white or a beautiful basic black, and those are always a great choice too. Okay, so this one, let's just make a hello card. So we're gonna take our Magenta Madness ink, and for this, I'm going to use the Coordinating Artistically Inked stamp set. Now this is part of the whole Artistically Inked suite. So you get the stamp set, the designer paper, there's some ephemera shapes that we're going to use. So we're going to use some of these greetings from this set. Okay, so we're going to just stamp hello in our Magenta Madness, and wherever you would like to stamp it. So I'm just going to put it down here towards the right. And then just to spiffy it up a little, I'm just going to add some of our pale papaya ribbon. So this is our new in color ribbon. Beautiful soft, pliable sheer ribbon. So all I did here is we're going to just add a strip of that around the back. So just above our hello. Kind of like a cheap bow, so you're not wasting ribbon around the back end. So just try to line that up. Okay, whoops. And then we can attach this to our base. Well, let's get this going here. And we sometimes forget that just our designer papers are great to use all by themselves. We don't have to do very much with them. So we'll stick that on, and we have a hello. And then I just tied a bow out of that same ribbon, and I'm just going to attach this on the front with a glue dot. And you don't have to do the bow if you don't want to. If you just want to leave that one strip of ribbon there, that's good too. So I'm just going to attach this here to the center. I decided to tie it ahead of time because I'm not very good at tying bows on camera. I think we all have established that. Okay, and then just for a little bit of bling, I'm going to add some of our in color jewels to this. So these are also our new in colors for the next 2 years. So let's put some papaya there, some pink there, and maybe one more pink over here. And there you go. There is your first card. And really quick, really simple, and this beautiful designer paper just brings it all to life. All right, so let's go on to the second one. So we will do a green one this time, and I decided to mat this on our basic black. I just thought this evening evergreen in here was so rich and beautiful. So let's just fold that for now. Set this aside. Okay, so for this one, I think I'm just going to stamp happy birthday because I seem to need a few birthday cards. So I'm going to use the evening evergreen and the happy birthday stamped from the Artistically Inked stamp set. And I am just going to stamp this. Where should I put this? Maybe, yeah, I think we'll just do it here. Happy birthday. Okay. So now I think what I'm going to do to jazz this up is I'm going to add a piece of the ephemera pack. So this is what they look like. You get 5 sheets of this gold foil cutouts, and they're all the same. So I think it works out to about 50 pieces in the package. And so there are some here that are like little frames, right? And you've got some leaves and stuff. So I'm just going to take out this large sort of frame here. And they all just pull apart. So that's handy. And then there's a little piece in here that you just have to remove. So I'll just pull that out. And now this is super fine, but it will actually frame my greeting perfectly here. So what I'm going to use to attach that, and I should have brought my silicone mat. I don't think I have it with me right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dab a little bit of our Tombow glue just in some random spots here to tack this down. And the Tombow is quite a strong adhesive, so I'm not too worried that this will fall off. Just sort of press it around and just sort of get enough on there that it will tack our piece down. Okay, so now the trick is to get it up. So let me take my pick tool. I'll try not to get too much glue on my fingers. And then you're just going to frame that around, whoop, and just sort of straighten that out a little bit here. Watch, excuse my head there. And because my fingers are a little bit sticky, this may not go down as flat as I'd like, but you get the idea. It's just going to cause a little bit of a bling frame around that greeting. You're going to just gently, gently press this down. So just that all by itself adds quite a bit to the card. So then I think I'm going to add a couple more pieces here. I think I might add, let's see, maybe these two here. There's sort of a little gold sprig, and then there are some leaves as well. So again, I think I'm just going to tack this down with some Tombow, and I'm not going to add a ton. Decide where we would like to put that. So let's see. Maybe I will put, maybe we'll just tack it up here. And then the same with this other piece. Just our little sprigs. We'll just add a little bit of glue here. Overlap this like so. Okay. All right, and then we can attach that onto our base. Now this side is beautiful too, isn't it? I just love this paper. It's just so beautiful. All right, so let's put that here. Give it a little press now. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of glue on my fingers, so it got on this gold. So you'll just have to be wary of that. And there is card number 2. Oh, except I was going to add one of our gilded gems just to cover up this base of the stem here. So there, that's what I wanted to add. And there is your second card, another super easy one, right? Okay, so let's go on to number 3. So number 3, I think we're going to do in pink. And I'm just going to clean my stamp pad here. As you can see, my chamois has been very well used, but that doesn't affect how it cleans your stamps. It may look really dirty, but it's a great tool for cleaning your stamps, and it happens really quickly. All right, so this one, I think I decided just to mount on basic white. So we will fold this over. Oh, now I've got a bit of glue on my fingers here. Cap went. Oh, I did put that on. Okay. Sorry, distracted squirrel moment there. Okay, so let's just fold this and set it aside. All right, so here, now you could put this on this way if you wanted, and we could do our happy birthday at the top, which I might just do. Or you could do it this way, and you'd have your greeting a little more at the bottom. So I think this time I'm going to do mine a little more to the top because I quite like that. Okay, so for this, I'm going to do happy birthday as well, but I'm going to do it in the pink. And I'm just going to stamp this here at the top in the center, like so. Now for something different for this one, I think I'm going to just pop this up on some dimensionals, and that will give it another look as well. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals all over the back. And I'm using more than you probably need to, but that way we know there won't be any indents or anything in the center. Okay, so let's put this one on here. And you've got just that little bit of something that makes the card look a little bit different. And then on here, I'm also going to use our Gilded Gems, but I'm gonna see, let's see. I think I might have used up my smallest one, so I think I'll go to the next smallest. And I'm just gonna randomly put about 3 of these on here, just to give it a little extra. And with that gold foil that's in the paper, I think this gold comes through really well. So there's another simple card. The DSP does all the work for you here. All right, and our last one that we are going to do, and let me see here. Our last one was another green one. So again, I chose to mount the green on the black. I just love that combination with this green DSP here. With the green in the DSP, I think it's just so rich looking, and especially with that gold foil that comes through. Now you'll notice the 2 green cards are a little bit different because our other one didn't have this gold foiling coming through, but I'll bring them all out again later and you can see the difference. Okay, so this one I'm also going to do a happy birthday, and we will do that. I'm just going to clean my stamp again. Or if you wanted to emboss happy birthday in gold, you could do that. That would be a nice look as well. It would accent the gold foil in the paper. So again, I'm just going to do this here in the center. And I think I will add another ephemera. I'm not even sure how to say that. Ephemera, I think. It's kind of a tough one for me to say, I have to admit. Okay, let me see here. Bring out this package again. And they are all separated with these tissue sheets just so they don't get messed up. So I'm gonna use another one here. Oh. Okay. And we will put this around our happy birthday again. Just gonna pull out this extra piece, or I guess you could leave it in if you wanted, but I kind of like it without. So let's bring that Tombow back out. And we'll just do our little bit of glue here. Another way to apply this, which you could do, and if I had my silicone mat here, I could have shown you, but you can just put on a little dab of this glue on your silicone mat, and then if you have an old sponge, you could take that and just dip it in that dab of glue and sponge it all around here. And that would work too to apply this glue. Okay, so let's try to put this around the happy birthday. I'm just gonna gently press that down like so. Give it a little rub if you can. All right, so I'm gonna put this on the base now. And this is lovely too. Oh, there's so many beautiful sides to this paper. You actually hate to cut it because you're cutting out the beautiful side on both sides. But, all right, so we'll do that. Now for this one, to jazz it up, I think what I'm gonna do, in the ephemera pack, you also get a little package of sequins. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a couple of dabs of glue wherever I want those sequins to go. And you can add as many as you like, right? I might just do 5 for now and see how that goes. And then I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool and try to, oops, lift up these sequins from here and just place them on top of the glue. I think that one, did that go off? Stuck here. Okay. Still not very good at using this take your pick for the sequin parts. I don't use sequins a lot, and I really should use them a little more because sometimes they give just that little bit of bling that you need to jazz up a card. And you know, we have different kinds of sequins, right? Different colorful ones too that are really nice. So okay, let's do one more. Double check that it's on here. They're so clear I can barely see them. I think I have them all on there. Let me just hold this up. Can you see that little bit of bling there? So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 sequins, and that will be our 4th card. So we've done 4 cards in a relatively short period of time. So this is the one we just did. And then we have our pink one and our other green one, and then our pale papaya one. So if you haven't had a chance to play with this Expressions in Ink paper, I highly recommend it. It is just beautiful and can be used for so many different projects and things. So here is where I mentioned the green is a little bit different. This one doesn't have any foiling through the green, and this one does. So it's just another little different effect. But very, very simple cards. They say what you need them to say. And if you wanted to add the ephemera, you can. If you don't want to, if you just want to stamp on it and add a few sequins or some ribbon, that's great too. The DSP does the majority of the work for you on these simple but yet beautiful cards. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you are interested in purchasing any of these products, I will just grab my website address. So it's christineludwig.stampinup.net, email chris.ludwig@hotmail.com, and you can also follow me on Facebook and Pinterest at Christine Stamping Spot. And for the month of July, I have a host code T2E4HQAW. For any online orders, you're welcome to use that at checkout. So again, I hope you enjoyed those projects, and we will see you again next time. Have a great week. Bye for now.